Right, if your door frames or have any gappage like this should also be caulked before you paint. So we're going to do a little bit of that. Now this I'm not as conscientious about it being so perfect, because it ends up looking good anyway. This prevents water from getting inside there, or at least slows it down enough where it doesn't peel the paint quite as quickly off that door frame. I'll give these a little wet rag wipe. Notice it's not being as conscientious as I am with regular crack. Let's move you guys up. Now let's run through a quick caulking on these. You know, a lot of guys use a 35-year caulking. I like the 25, and some people will say, oh, it doesn't flex as much as the siliconized one. That's true. It also doesn't shrink as much, so that's what I like to use, because it doesn't shrink. I'm not worried about flexing. It's not going to be that much movement. So the 25-year is usually accurate, the best one for me. So everywhere there's a door frame that meets up, I always run through. I think a lot of the guys watching the channel do this. There's a lot of good painters that watch the channel, I know that. A lot of you guys are really helpful. I really appreciate you guys replying to some of the guys' comments. I can't do it all myself, because I'm pretty busy all the time. I got 3 YouTube channels, and I'm doing my normal job, which isn't painting houses much anymore. I don't do that many of them. Do stuff that's a lot more profitable than that, guys. Let's move you guys up. Take a look here. Get that gap out of there. Sure does look better. It gives you a nice straight line to cut into when you paint it. Alright. Like I said, on these, not as crazy as I am with the cracks on the wall. It just doesn't show up as much. All right. Again, we're going to run this one. I like to do about 3 feet at a time. If you do much more than that, sometimes your caulking will dry up on you. Especially when it's a hot day. About 3 feet, 4 feet, somewhere in there. Alright, that one looks good enough. And we're going to caulk that sucker in too. It's probably going to crack again, but at least it'll look better for while it's done. Get that sucker. See, there's something to distract this so it won't show up as much as if it's in the middle of a wall crack. So we'll do it that way. So anyway, I'm going to get a little stucco patch out for that big guy down there. And caulk them up like this. Let's look at the other one real quick. Alright. There we go. And then all caulked up like that. And even though, see, that's kind of filled in a little bit, that'll shiner, okay? But when it's on the edge, versus if it was in the middle of the wall, you'd see a line after it was painted. If you see a line there, it's not going to be really that visible. It's just going to accentuate the door jamb and make it look pretty nice. So anyway, that's that for that. I'll talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.